Hi, welcome back. For those of you that are new here, I'm Charlotte.
I'm Nick.
And together we are the Mouse and Me. And as you've probably guessed by the title, today we are doing the Disneyland Paris Q&A Tag. First up, a big thank you to Shari and Chris. Thank you very much for tagging us in your video. If you haven't seen theirs, I will link it in the description box down below. I'm sorry, I have no control over him. We'll crack on.
Yeah.
Question number 1. When was your first trip and how many times have you been?
So my first trip was 2011. It was between Boxing Day and New Year's
Christmas
Eve.
trip, wasn't
Christmas
it?
trip. I've been 4 times.
You've been 4 times?
4 times.
I've been 6 times. And I think the first time I went was maybe like 2008, 2009. Yeah, I think that's right.
We've been going a while.
We have. And normally we end up going shortly after we come back from a Florida trip because we get back, get the Disney Blues and go, sod it, we'll just go to Disneyland Paris.
We?
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. Okay, so what Disney hotels have we stayed in? And one that you haven't stayed in that you'd like to?
So we've stayed in Hotel Cheyenne twice.
Mm-hmm.
We've stayed in Sequoia Lodge twice.
Mm-hmm. Before you do the second part of that, which one do you prefer?
Oh, that's hard.
It's not an official question, I'm just curious.
It's hard. I prefer Sequoia Lodge just because we tend to go in the winter. And
yeah.
it's more cosy.
It's cosy, yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. I have also stayed at the Dream Castle, which is a partner hotel. It's a nice place, it's okay. It's just not a Disney hotel.
Yeah.
But it was a nice hotel. So one that we haven't stayed in, but we'd like to.
So I quite like to stay in the Marvel Hotel where it's done.
What was Hotel New York?
What was Hotel New York?
Okay.
Mostly because since being on furlough, we've watched all of the MCU and I've kind of got into Marvel. Yeah, I quite like the other ones, but I don't know.
See, I quite like to stay in Newport Bay, I think. That always looks like a really nice hotel and it's never one that we've sort of selectively gone for. So I think I'd like to stay there.
Yeah.
Okay, favourite restaurant?
Ooh. I want to say Bistro Chez Remy.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But I'm actually going to say Cafe Agrabah.
Okay, why?
Just because the theming there is, it's a little bit more dated, but it's as good as Bistro Chez Remy.
Yeah.
I just quite like the food. I quite like that sort of Middle Eastern food. It's sort of one of the things that if I can cook it at home, I will cook it at home. So it's quite nice to have it.
I'm going to do a little bit of a throwback on this one, and it's a little bit of a cheat as well. My favourite restaurant was the Blue Lagoon, which is now Captain Jack's. When it was the Blue Lagoon, the food offering I found was really, really good. The theming obviously is the same, and I love the fact that you're eating in an area that's part of the ride as well. But yeah, the Blue Lagoon next to Pirates of the Caribbean I think would be my favourite. A restaurant that you would like to eat at but you haven't yet?
So we've done quite a lot of them, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I quite like the idea of doing interventions.
Is that the one in Barbara Cartland's handbag?
It is in Barbara Cartland's handbag.
Disneyland Hotel.
But it's another buffet meal, but again it just looks
nice.
Looks nice. The food looks a little bit nicer than some of the other buffets we've eaten, and I think there's sort of more character interaction.
Yeah. I'm going to say, which one? Is it the pizza place that's in Adventureland? Is it Colonel Happy's?
Yes.
I'm going to say that because we walked past it like loads, but we've never actually been in it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that one. So your favourite quick service or fast food location?
So I'm probably going to have to go with Casey's. Just because there's something about going to Disney and having a hot dog.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is.
I get that totally. Totally, I get that.
Hot dog and American cheese sauce.
He's obsessed with the cheese sauce. I'm gonna say actually the Market House Deli.
Yep.
Which is on Main Street, and you wouldn't necessarily know it was there. I didn't know it was there until our last trip, and the food selection is quite good if you don't want hot dogs or chicken nuggets, but nug life. If you don't want hot dogs, it's a really good selection. So I'm actually going to say Market House Deli. Yep. What is your favourite shop?
Oh, it's got to be Disney Art in the Village, which I shouldn't be allowed in because I spend far too much money.
Yeah.
I love like any Disney resort. If you take me to it's the expensive art shop.
Yeah, he does. Beeline for it
Straight
every
away.
single time. So I'm going to say, I don't know what its official name is. I might have to look this up, but as you're looking at the castle, it's the entire walk down the left-hand side of Main Street, and I like it simply because you can then escape out into like the Discovery Arcade.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go all the way through, you can go out and back in again.
Yeah.
That and the glass shop. I get a bit obsessed with that, the Crystal's attention deficit, ooh shiny.
Or in fact the Christmas shop.
And the Christmas shop. And the pin trading shop that's at the top.
Or Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Sweet shop.
Yeah. Pretty much all of them. Yeah. Okay, next question. Favourite season or event?
So, we've done Season of the Force.
Mm-hmm.
We've done Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas, hands down.
Yeah, every single time. It's horrendously busy, it's crowded, it's annoying, there's people everywhere and you have to wait for hours to get on anything, but it's Christmas and you're in Disney and it snows.
Yeah.
Like, that simple. It's that simple, we love it. Disneyland ParK or Walt Disney Studios Park?
At the moment, Disneyland ParK.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with that 100%. It is the prettiest park out of all Disney properties around the world. It is stunning.
Yeah.
However, Studios has always been a bit nothing there. There's not a huge amount there like there is in Florida, for example. But with what they're planning with the Marvel side,
you've got the
the Frozen side, I think that's going to be a stunning park. I think
and Galaxy's Edge.
They've got all three going in there.
They're having all three going in there.
Ah, okay, yeah, so it's going to be awesome park.
Yeah.
So we shall wait and see. We shall wait and see. But for now, we're going to say Disneyland ParK. Favourite ride in each park?
Ooh. Okay, so Disneyland ParK is Space Mountain.
Oh.
Love it. First proper ride I went on at Disney.
I'm gonna let you answer the second part of
that. Okay.
Because I've got to think.
And then Studios' new Tower of Terror, because it is properly creepy.
Okay.
The new little scary girl overlay makes it by far and away the best Tower of Terror.
I've not seen that yet, so I can't comment. I'm going to say for Studios, Crush's Coaster. That's the only violent roller coaster that I will actually go on, and I don't know why. I don't necessarily like roller coasters, and I hate the ones that are indoors even more. But Crush's Coaster is awesome. For the Disneyland park, I'm going to say Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
It was always brilliant. It's even better now. Actually, they've done like the refurb. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a lot better, a lot brighter, and there's a lot more, I think, in the underground, like in the graveyard scene. Sorry, spoilers if you've not been on it. Than there is in the one in Florida.
Yeah.
There's more stuff in that one. So yeah, I'd say that. So, favourite land in Disneyland ParK?
It's a toughie. Fantasyland.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said that you would have said that.
I was tossing between Fantasyland and Frontierland.
Yeah, but you know I'm going to say Frontierland.
Well, I just think out of all the Fantasylands, well, out of the two we've been to, so Paris and Florida, I think that one is by far the better one.
Okay. I love Frontierland. I love Frontierland, whether it's in Paris or in Florida, just because of the level of detail and how literally you walk through that like that big wooden gate, and then you are in the Wild West, and it's a stunning area of the park. I love it. So, your favourite character meet?
Oh wow, that would have to have been Phantom Mickey from the trip we've just had.
I'm going to say that as well.
Yeah.
It's Mickey and he's awesome, but also the costume of Phantom Mickey is really cool.
Yeah.
But he was exceptionally interactive.
He was very playful
on that day. Yeah. Best character meet and greet experience?
I'm actually going to go with your mum meeting Baloo.
That's what I was going to say. That was just amazing. It was completely on the fly.
Yeah.
We came off a ride, walked around the corner, and we were following Baloo, and it's like, okay, he's doing a meet and greet. How long's the queue? It's like 2 people in front of us. And my mum just bawled her eyes out. That was the first character that she'd ever met, and she absolutely loved it, and it was brilliant. And the Baloo was brilliant with mum as well, so
I think it kind of justified taking your mum to Disney. I think it was at that point that she went,
she got
actually.
It. Yeah, she got it. Okay, and last but not least, your happiest or best Disneyland Paris memory?
Other than honeymoon.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be controversial. It was actually the very first moment I walked into...
Stolen my answer.
into Hotel Shine, and we walked literally down the middle of the main street, and I just stopped and froze.
We checked into... So Nick had never ever been to Disney before, no Disney property before. I put him on a crash course of watching all the films before we went. Like proper kind of kept his eyes open and made him watch all the films. And even when we arrived on property, and I could still see, it's like, yeah, this is just going to be a bit naff, I'm really not going to enjoy this. We checked into Hotel Cheyenne and we walked the wrong way out of reception, so we ended up walking through the car park, and we sort of cut through and ended up in that big wide area in the middle of Hotel Cheyenne, and he just froze and dropped his bags and went, oh my god, this is awesome. So yeah, that's my most favourite memory from Disneyland Paris as well. So there we go, yay!
It wasn't a honeymoon.
No, sorry. I do seem to remember though that honeymoon, because we got married in January, it was super quiet.
It was dead.
And we didn't ever queue more than like 5 or 10 minutes for anything.
The longest queue was, I think, 10 minutes for Crush.
Yeah.
It took me longer to walk the RC Racer queue than the actual ride.
Yeah, so there we go. Anyway.
That's it.
We now have to tag 2 other sets of victims. So we would like to tag Mac and Sarah from Mac and Sarah and Gem and Ant from Tangled Up in Fun. We'll leave it with you guys. Enjoy, and we'll see you later.
Bye. I think for this one.
Sorry.
I think interventions.
I'm just gonna put my phone on mute. I'm gonna say the shop. I don't know what the official name is, but the one as you're looking at the castle down Main Street, all the ones on the right hand side. No, that's left. All the ones on the left hand side. Next question. You alright, Sponge?
Confused by what you are doing.
Looks like a puffer fish.